The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
63.
Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
We're scoreless after one.
End of the first quarter with no score.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd and 19. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Lewis Cine just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They begin with a run by Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page.
In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. A very solid gain of 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 73. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Don't touch that. Alpha. Don't touch.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go play action with Hurts. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's and he's going to get this inside the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
63, 63,
Throwing is Hurts.
To Barkley on the check down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, 73, 73. Crowd left the enemy. Crowd left the enemy.
Throwing again on second down.
Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
34 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they take a knee. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Field it. Great.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem.
10 yards on the pickup.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.